Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. This is episode 100 of Rogue Trader. And we're going back to Footfall. Kind of where, some of the beginning of the game happened. Alright. Is there anything we need to do here? A familiar voice cuts through the hissing of the Vox channel. Greetings, what can I do for you? Nothing? I didn't even click on you. Lord Captain, the station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside. Okay. No communication, so nothing new there. Lord Captain, we have received a Vox message from Footfall. The Inquisition has declared martial law on the station due to the threat of Malleus extremis. Docking will require special permission, and even most of the asteroids have been cordoned off. The station's custodian, her ladyship Incendia Chorda, sends her greetings and invites your lordship to disembark at the docks with a small retinue. Her enforcers will meet you there to escort to another chamber for a private audience. The Vox crackles with static and Jay's honeyed voice fills the air. Victus, the salve for my heart. Forgive the intrusion, but I have important business with the Rogue Trader. Oh, Shireen, I simply wish to remind you about my numbskull crew who got themselves captured by some rival ashmags. The dame is too occupied for schemes, and besides, Incendia Chorda has already put him in his place, which leaves only Falco. May the Agi tear his soul to pieces. Footfall is straight ahead, and I would rather not waste the precious sand still left in the hourglass of their lives. He threw a wrench into the works, making any trade network fall apart like a badly assembled chrono. No income, no profits, only damages. All because my right hand is chained up on one of Footfall's asteroids. How about we pay Falco a courtesy visit? I am sure your imposing visage will loosen his tongue, and maybe, just maybe, untie the hands of my crew. Okay? Let's see what happened to your crew. Shireen, have I ever mentioned that you are the most fragrant rosebush in the entire blossoming garden of the Koronus Expanse? If this is all you have to say, the Vox Master unceremoniously boots Jay from the channel. Apologies, Lord Captain. What will be your instructions? Okay, let us take a look at Footfall's new hospitality. I'm sure it won't be weird at all. As you wish, Lord Captain. Okay. Okay, let's go to the deck real quick. We have a couple of level ups to catch up on. Ooh, we have nothing starred for you? Okay. Sure, we'll take attention. Sure, close-up scanning. So melee attacks apply the Machine Spirit Communion effect on all attacked enemies. Sure, we can take Cataclysm. She tends to hit a lot of people, so that would add up. Let's do Aftershock. So mental damage, if they take mental damage from anything other than Aftershock, they suffer half as much mental damage at the end of their next turn. Sure, eager for battle. During the first turn of combat, the character has +2 additional action points. Okay, press the advantage, ignores cover and dodge. We'll take that. Okay. Okay, so Jay is going. So maybe we'll drop Yearliette for this. Nah, I want Yearliette. Abelard can sit this one out. Half snipers, let's go. Cassie and Argenta do most of our damage anyway. The eminent Lord Captain awaits you in the square, your lordship. Where exactly did they start us? Oh, this room, okay. Gotcha. What loot is over here? Fireproof cape. I think we've already got one of those, don't we? The full rogue trader von Valancius, guardian of the... What? Let's see. Unwilling to die, the bar patrons made their last stand right there. Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
A lot of dead people. Well, Shireen, what do we have here? A cowardly ash mag who wants to get his paws on my certificate without even working up a sweat. Considering the circumstances currently affecting Footfall, the only fitting place this filth could be hiding is in the sewers. Jay's nose wrinkles at the very thought. A nasty spot with a powerful whiff about it, that is true, but I swear to you, Shireen, you won't come up with a better trap for Falco. I know these tunnels like the back of my hand, and the most delicious part of all is that the is that Ashmag chose to go in there. He'll wish he hadn't. Of course, that's only if the Aji don't mess things up for us and everything goes to plan. And if it doesn't... Jay breaks off her shoulders, sagging under the weight of her doubts. If it doesn't, my gang are dead, Shireen. One wrong move, one wrong word. Gah, those damn Ashmags. Throne damn that Ashmag. Why is everything so difficult? Perhaps I should just give him the Mercatum Tabula Official. Falco's not a complete idiot. He won't risk such a valuable payoff. He'll hold up his end of the deal and give me Tora and the others. Okay, explain your plan. The gist is that we need to go down into the sewer tunnels of Footfall, connect a tank of sleeping gas to the old ventilation system, and direct the airflow to Falco's hideout, and of course pray to the Exalted One that the Ashmag's jackals don't spot us. It's true, Shireen, it's going to be a little trickier than it seems. Okay, so we don't want to be seen if we're doing it that way. Falco is desperate, so he's bound to have his thugs patrolling the tunnels. If we go crashing around down there, he'll know something is afoot. And when Falco is feeling jumpy, Jay's nostrils flare with impotent rage. Heads roll. Okay. Where are we going to get the sleeping gas? She stares at you, trying to decide if you are joking or being completely serious. What do you take me for? I have acquired it already. Don't worry, I have everything covered. Okay, how do we get into the tunnels? Most of the passages have been sealed off by Chorda's hounds, but there is one they definitely haven't got to. Jay visibly perks up and winks at you. Time to pay a visit to Octi and the Adeptus Amassicus, Shireen. Okay. Who is Octi? Where's the Adeptus Amassicus? It's been a long time since we spent time here, right? These names mean nothing to me. Come, it is time to enter the sewers. To the Amassicus we go, Shireen, or do you have other pressing business to handle on the way there? The Amassicus. I can't remember the name of the bar, but it's not that bar, is it?
I wonder if Cass and the Lord Captain are comfortable with... well, with all the Navigator quirks?
Okay, well, guess we'll never hear that dialogue, no biggie. Okay, Inquisition doing Inquisition things, it looks like. Jesus Christ. This world is dark. You survived the trial? How did you manage that? When they grabbed you on the street, I thought... The trial? Don't know what that's about. He looks past you, not noticing your presence.
I always keep my options open.
Doloroso? Hieronymus's gaze is alight with awe. He breathes in the smell of burnt flesh and promethium and says to you, "Behold noble analog vernacular as Footfall transforms before your very eyes. In the wake of your toils, this den of depravity will once again become a testament to the Emperor's greatness, as was its original design. Does it bring you delight? Not really. The Emperor protects." The stinking mass of charred, partially incinerated corpses smolders under the weight of fresh bodies. Amber. Heresy. Amber. Piracy. Dissent. Blasphemy. And heresy. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Someone shoved a flamer down the throat of the soldier of Incendia and burned his entrails. Okay, nothing really to do with them, it looks like. Have mercy, our families are starving. We only have taken a couple of Nutribars. Lies. I see clearly with my naked eye the corruption that has engulfed your nature. Only the cleansing fire can absolve you now. Guilty. Chorda's crazy. I don't like her. Alright. She lives up to her name, Incendia. Is this fire cleansing enough for you, you crazy hag? The Emperor protects me. Guilty. Burn him. Okay, she has some kind of shield on. Incendia Chorda. She's absorbed in reading a long strip of parchment. Her left hand is holding a silver spoon, which, she is carefully scooping up brain matter from the open skull of the man contorted next to her. Gross. Is she eating it? Analog vernacular von Valancius. I've been informed of your arrival. Exhaustion is crisscrossed Incendia's features with lines. Her cheek is twisted in a continuous nervous tick, yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A brilliant aura of power and righteous fury surrounds her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips, takes a deep breath, and the fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. What is this abominable act his daughter is committing? The Sister of Battle whispers incredulously as she stares at Chorda's monstrous feast. There must be a reason. Okay, awareness, examine Incendia. One look at Incendia's full dress uniform shows that it has been changed it has not been changed in many days. The color is greasy, the laces are stained with sweat, the air is tinged with the smell of an inhaled stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. What is that? Pointing at the man with the open skull. She sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes this revolting morsel. I must know the taste of a criminal's thoughts. It is how I learned to recognize their patterns. Jesus Christ. We have to kill her. We have to kill her. Oh my god. Finish the man. This entertainment of yours reeks of corruption. Incendia does not bat an eye at the man's death. A laughable accusation. Do you think yourself capable of detecting corruption? Something wild sparks in her pale eyes. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls and seeing the heinousness therein. You do not know what it's like to look at their faces and see the brand of their impious deeds. But I know it all too well, and none will escape my wrath. I have encountered sanctioned death cults that practice cannibalism as part of their way of praising the Emperor. A surprisingly large number of them harbored heresy within. You have suspicions about me? Well, it is your duty to suspect, but do your eyes see a trespass here? No, I have committed no malefaction against him. Let's see. What manner of slaughterhouse is this? Some atrocious travesty of justice? She jerks her chin up and responds haughtily. This is true justice, unprejudiced, inescapable, and equally merciless to all. The Lord Inquisition has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates and heretics, to rid Footfall of the corruption that has fettered its limbs and turned this imperial station into a hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency. And I will not rest until it has been judged. This is no tribunal, this is slaughter. Argenta grimaces. As loth as my soul is to concur with the Xenos, it is indeed. Damn. Wow. That's big coming from Argenta. Incendia studies you with a predatory smile. It must have been the Emperor's providence that brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you for the crimes you have committed. Interesting. Dude, I'm going hard on her. To the nine devils with you, arrogant halfwit. You have no right to judge me. You insult the Emperor's judgment. You taunt the rogue trader. You blaspheme. You don't even think that you will get away with this. Acolyte of the Inquisition, the warrior clad in armor adorned with the sign of the Inquisition speaks in a voice that is even and dry like paper. The Lord Inquisitor is aware of Rogue Trader von Valancius' arrival on Footfall. He allowed it and gave no order of persecution. Rather, the Lord Inquisitor's will is that Rogue Trader von Valancius be treated with respect befitting his high status. In her assertions, Lady Chorda is getting dangerously close to abusing her authority and violating the chain of command. This is your warning. Incendia's pale cheeks is hit by a spasm. Her lips curl as she mutters, I have no intention of questioning the Lord Inquisitor's orders. Perhaps he wishes to receive you in one piece, so that he may conduct a personal interrogation. Actually, he's already kind of done that. What happened between you and Winterscale? Winterscale is a traitor. While the Expanse burns ravaged by heretics and unhallowed Xenos, he abandoned his duty completely and had the nerve to ignore the Lord Inquisitor's call to battle. My servants are taking over his worlds and ships while he is hiding from reckoning and indulging his base urges. Soon enough, he too will stand before judgment. If you ask me, you are simply using the situation to plunder his protectorate. Should he call upon House von Valancius for help, we shall answer. He kind of is a piece of shit, but I'd side with him over her any day, so... They both suck, but... Incendia's smile turns vicious. I do so enjoy candor. When the one who stands before the court admits openly that he shares the beliefs of someone about to be pronounced an outright anarchist and traitor to the Imperium, I say such a confession should earn him a swift and less agonizing execution. So you are in charge of Footfall now. Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacted martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as the Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's liege was temporarily abolished while this war lasts. Or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me. While the Lord Inquisitor is preoccupied with matters of strategic planning, I am tasked with security and order. And there's much to do on that front. Pirates and smugglers, apostates and cold traders, deserters and outlaws. Every one of them warrants attention. Cracking her neck, stiff from many hours of reading documents, Incendia again scoops up the brain from the open skull of the poor fellow standing next to her with a silver spoon. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under heavy stacks of new denunciations, warrants, and other documents. Chuckle and point at the hapless assassin's corpse. I can tell you are quite popular with the locals. This attempt was mediocre and far from the first, but my enforcers and my throne keep me safe. Incendia pats on the armrest and smiles. Its refractor field is impervious, even to tank shells. That thief Takara had this sacred Drusian relic stashed in one of his storerooms. Okay, so it's this itself that's protecting her. So if she gets away from it, then we can kill her. Whom do you judge? All of them. Thieves, smugglers, pirates, traitors, heretics, deserters, abettors, harborers, cowards, and perjurers. Any who has ever trespassed, and any who has ever protected a miscreant or kept quiet about a crime they knew of. They all will be condemned. With obsessive determination, Incendia starts going through her papers, seemingly no longer aware that she is doing so. More and more new convicts are being granted the great boon of undergoing servitude in perpetuus. Oh, okay. And having rid themselves of sinful consciousness, of serving the Imperium free from doubt and weakness. Is that being turned into a servitor? Servitude in perpetuus. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think we've even heard that referred to earlier on in the game. Footfall will once again become a bastion of law and righteousness. I will eradicate all heresy that prevents the faithless from giving themselves over to the good of toiling in his name. Okay. Admit it, you simply enjoy turning people into slaves. Why do you feel the need to come up with excuses for sowing carnage? Not carnage, but judgment is judgment. And I know of no delight other than that of serving him. The universe is a terrifying place. We're surrounded by the arch-enemy's machinations and Xeno scum who would deny us our right to exist. The threat is inconceivable, and human weakness will not help us avert it. If man is weak, I rid him of his spinelessness and feebleness, endowing him with a sacred narrowness of mind and eradicating all that prevents him from utilizing his whole self in the service of the Imperium. Okay, awareness. She is not lying. You can tell by her eyes and her voice trembling with earnest faith that Incendia genuinely believes in every word she just said. Where is the Lord Inquisitor? In Liege's chambers, coordinating the Expanse's defense. His attention is focused on matters of vital importance and he is not seeing any supplicants. The soldier wearing inquisitorial armor echoes Incendia's words. Your lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now. However, he bade to inform your lordship that he will summon you later when the circumstances permit him to do so. And what makes the... well... I'm not even going to ask that. I mean, it's the Inquisitor who gave her the power. So, we shall see whether Footfall will thank the Emperor for your reign. In due time, I will weed out all the taint that has been bred here on Footfall for so long. And then pious fear, loyalty, and devotion will once again become the pillars of this station under his watchful eye. Okay, so, Iconoclast. Interesting. I'm gonna do it. Address the crowd. Those of you who acknowledge me as your sovereign are viewed by the law as subjects of House Valancius and therefore are exempt from Chorda's judgment. I will take you aboard my ship. Iconoclast plus 20. The hopeful crowd in the atrium starts hysterically clamoring their oaths of fealty to House Valancius. Not one of them thinks twice about clutching at the life-saving straw you have offered them. Sure, she loved that. Incendia warily leans on an armrest and looks at you with contempt. Take this pitiful gaggle of miscreants, vernacular, if you so desire. Yeah, some of them could actually wreak a little bit of havoc for me, but fuck her. Worth it. My trial will not end here. I have the whole of Footfall to judge. Okay, I'm not ready to draw weapons on her. Enough words. Your accused await, and so do my duties. I think that would be flying in the face of the Inquisition, and I can't do that yet. Okay, I had to pause. Neighbors upstairs were vacuuming, so had to wait it out. And I came back and see the words acquired cargo, people. That's uncomfortable. Anyways, let's continue. Did I read this? Wait, you have a duty to the Emperor that you must see to. Vladane Takara, the deplorable rebel who once ruled this station, has slipped away from me. Oh, he's gone, huh? He is instigating the people to revolt, killing my servants and hiding from my wrath with the dexterity of a void rat. My informers claim he often appears in the den of unrest that bears the irreverent name of the Adeptus Amacus. Okay, everything's leading us there, huh? We have made several attempts to arrest him, yet he evaded capture each time. Reverend Hieronymus has gone there to convince him to surrender quietly, but his efforts have likewise been unsuccessful. In the interest of Footfall's integrity, Takara must be apprehended. As the rogue traitor in authority, I order you to aid me in the bringing him to justice. The asteroid where the Adeptus Amacus is located has been cordoned off, but my enforcer will take you there. I want you to lure Takara out of the hole and seize him so that he may stand trial. Do this for the sake of Footfall's liberation, and pave the road that my justice will tread. Okay, I'm not even joking. I took a half-an-hour break, and I just sat down to start recording. They just started vacuuming again. What is happening? Like, how do you vacuum the same room for 20 minutes, take it off for 10, and then start vacuuming again? Try and record here. How long does it take to vacuum one room? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay, I've had a long week, guys. An incredibly long week. We've had a rental in our theater, and I have to do video and the sound engineering, and it has a musician who's on stage, and he has this whole setup with the software that he's using, and it's actually really, really cool, but we had an issue where our stage box decided that it wanted to shit the bed this week, so we ended up having some quick emergencies where our stage box died and we had to do an entire 150-foot run for 4 different channels of audio and up to the board. It was a nightmare. So I've had a bad week, so anyways, I'm just going to keep going because I cannot wait 2 more hours to record because I have to go and do another show tonight. That same show. So, yeah, I'm already behind on my recordings. I'm not upset. I'm not mad about this. I only waited half an hour and then they started the second I sat down again. But let's just continue. I'm in a great mood. I don't know what you all are talking about. Anyways, you pronounced Vladaim a criminal. Well, why wouldn't I? That vile rogue's infamy is known to all. He patronizes thieves, smugglers, and pirates. By his allowance, heresies and unholy cults flourished. That he has evaded punishment this long can only be described as gross negligence, which I intend to rectify before long. Okay, and why did Hieronymus go to the Adeptus Amesicus? Reverend Hieronymus headed where the rebels are seen the most often, so he could preach to them and sway them to repent. Alas, he still cannot see the difference between those who have erred and those who are beyond any hope of redemption. Okay? I would probably more likely help Vladaim than her, so... Should I lie? Some of the people... It's not even worth saying. She's just gonna be like, oh, dealing in heresy, are we? Like, I already know what she's gonna say. Lie. I will drag Vladaim before this court. Your cooperation will be taken into account, vernacular. Yeah, I won't. But remember, Incendia's eyes flash maniacally. None of the rebel leaders are allowed to die before their trial. I forbid you to execute them without my leave. Oh, they're not gonna die. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be killing you by the end. Ooh, we just got a level up? Damn, okay.
Is there money to be made?
Okay. Okay, nothing else to say to her.
Keep your wits about you.
Master Van Calyx, you and I need to find some time to talk business. In private. I believe you have information that will be extremely helpful to me, and extremely valuable.
Mistress Udari, you will find a private conversation with me to be extremely unhelpful to you and your business. Save your charm and money for another informant.
Demolition. Traces of soot. Oh, I see. It's like an investigation on demolition. A bomb exploded here, most likely an improvised one. Okay, let's venture back here real quick. The Inquisition soldiers holding a weapon of a strange make you haven't
Rise
seen
to
before.
the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, we can't even go in there. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Okay, we definitely missed some loot. Okay, is that it? I think that might be it. Okay. Let's go to Vladaim's place.
Your eye on the price.
This is where I would expect the Inquisitor to be. Looks like we can't go there. By the order of Lord Inquisitor, the Holy Ordo Xenos, the Legis Palace is presently closed to outsiders. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay, we still don't have full access. So it looks like we're going to the Martyr's Endurance. Adeptus Amesicus. So that is the bar. Okay. Alright, level ups. Okay, if we do Fellowship, then we get another bonus. Same with Ballistic skill. Let's do Fellowship first. Okay, and this one's going to be a first tier. I'm trying to remember if there were any that I wish that I had gotten. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype, that's not happening. Okay. Imperial world characters gain plus 10% critical chance and plus 10% armor against Xenos or demonic creatures. We already have Ready to Serve. All allies excluding Xenos in the current party gain plus 5. Nah. Okay, more Resolve if I'm adjacent to an enemy. That doesn't happen very often with him. More Momentum if we're not at 100. While the Commissar's ally is under the effects of at all costs, that ally suffers 50% damage but gains 2 AP. Nah, I don't really like trade-offs. Okay, be vigilant. Temporary wounds. For heroic acts. Heroism might be useful right now. We're popping heroic acts very quickly these days. Sure, let's take it. Okay. Now it doesn't seem any of your core ones would get a bonus this time. Let's do Ballistic. Okay, so whenever the officer targets an ally with an action, ability, or attack, the ally's resolve is increased by +1. Sure, why not? Okay, now where are you? Okay, if we did Perception, we could get a bonus. It's not one of your strongest ones, so I don't know about that. So Agility or Ballistics? Let's do Agility. I mean, her Ballistics are already going so hard, like... Okay, is there anything starred that doesn't have a check mark next to it? The Emperor Protects. The devotee gains a 4% chance to ignore any enemy attack. Yeah, let's take it. Why not? 4% ain't much, but... We'll do Fellowship. That gets you to a 60. That way you get your +6 bonus. Okay, both things that are starred already have check marks. Let's do Commanding Voice. Increases the range of those abilities. Okay, strength and weapon skill. You do have some willpower and some agility. Initiative, dodge, and reaction. Maybe we should start building into agility a little bit. Nah, let's go. Now, weapon skill is about parry chance, critical hit, and then strength is how much damage you do, right? We'll do strength. Psych or Psi ratings increased by +1 until the end of combat, every time an ally uses a heroic act. Yeah. And once again, we're using them pretty often these days, so. Okay, so agility would get you a bonus. So we'll go ahead and do that. Whenever the operative triggers an exploit on an enemy, the operative gains +1 damage and +2% armor penetration until the end of combat. Only applies to the first projectile in a burst attack. And since you're just doing single shots, so that doesn't matter. They literally just started vacuuming again. I cannot tell you how, like, I don't know them well enough to know if they're just neurotic or not. Like, who vacuums like this? Once again, they stopped for like 10 minutes and then they started vacuuming again, but it's like the same room over and over again. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Where does that go? Barrels exude the smell of cheap fuel. Oh, this goes to the sewers? Okay. I think I'd rather do this before doing the Chorda stuff anyway. I wonder if I need to talk to anybody up in the bar, though. We do need to be careful because we don't want to get caught. Welcome to the kingdom of thieves, killers, and smugglers, Shireen. All the finest goods on Footfall. Every last one of them have passed through these tunnels. Jay throws up her arms in a theatrical display of reverence. Yurlia examines the filthy walls and the mounds of refuse. The finest goods on Footfall. Does that make this place some sort of monkey trading hall? Really? You cannot tell from Yurliet's tone whether she is speaking in jest or genuinely confused. Jay interrupts. I was actually trying to bring a little levity. I wasn't seriously describing... Well, as I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this Aji cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them and not draw any attention to ourselves, or else we might as well dump a pile of rock shit all over our plan. But now we are going to follow the plan. If you allow me, Shireen, I will refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east, almost until the very end. Okay, follow it to the east. We connect the gas cylinder to the special intake. Ironically enough, it was previously used for cleaning the air. Then we need to turn the valves in a few spots so that the gas reaches the correct chamber. I wish I knew exactly where that ash mag was holed up. Argenta examines the dark tunnels morosely. To skulk in the shadows to hide from battle, these things are beneath his warriors. But for the sake of saving the innocent, I will dim the flame in my soul that urges me to charge openly at the enemy's ranks. I would be careful about using the word innocent, given whose colleagues we are talking about. Okay, so this is a legitimate stealth mission? I'm not worried. This game is... like, games that aren't built for stealth can be very, very frustrating when you're forced to stealth, so... just have to see how this goes. Seems like we got a side path. Okay, so it might not be so much about... let's see. Okay.
Duty prevails.
I
So far,
always
so
have
good.
a backup plan.
Oh, here's the gas cylinder. Okay, first step done then. That's easy enough. Just in case there's a perception check for loot. Open the valve. We've opened the valve. And then I guess we head that direction. Don't know what that is. It's another valve. Okay.
Rush no door.
I sense something nearby.
Good job, Juliet.
I have learned
Good
much
job,
in my
Juliet.
exile.
Okay, how many valves are there? We've gotten 2 of them. There's a third one over here.
Never doubt me.
Okay, 2. So we've seen 1, 2, and 3, I think. Is that right? Weird that the map didn't open up on those. Okay, this is where the initial group was. I'm gonna go to this side.
I always keep my options open.
Okay. No, I don't remember them
Is
telling
there
me
money
how
to be
many
made?
valves there actually are, so... Don't really know how I'm gonna know when I found them all. Okay, that's where the group's gonna be. No valve there. Okay, I think we triggered them. I thought clicking over here would have them go around that way. Clearly not. That's on me for thinking that they wouldn't do something stupid. Did we get these ones? Yes, the save was after we got those.
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey. Watch your steps. A trivial task.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Okay, no reason to go that way then. Let's not be too hasty, Shireen. Falco's patrols are up ahead. We should blend into the shadows and move quietly. Okay, is that one going to be demolition? I think that one's going to be demolition. Well, let's save. Well, let's see if we can get her in and out.
The light of terror shines for us.
Alright, we're going to be doing lots of quick saving here, so get used to it. I don't know what their patrols look like. It's not super easy to see where they're coming and going from.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okay, saw that guy coming back. Come back here. Gonna go that way. Okay. We'll come around this way. When in doubt, save. Yep. Don't worry, I'm already there. Little tooltip. Unless he's stuck now. Oh no. He's not moving. Okay. We're okay. Uh-oh. Did I crash? Alright, I'm trying to restart the game, but it won't restart, so I think I need to restart my computer. But since we're so close to the end of the episode, I figure I may as well just end it now. Rather than split the recording, reboot my computer, try and figure out how to get this thing to boot. Like, it literally won't start now, so I'm guessing that a restart of the computer will work, but may as well just finish out my recording now. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and in the next one, hopefully we'll have this fixed. Or maybe the game is dead forever. I don't know. Alright, it's not going to be that. I'm pretty sure that after the restart we'll be fine. But yeah, thank you all for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Daniel, Yell, Naya, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.